How's it going? This is Beagley from EuGaming, and this is Ghost Recon Online, the closed beta. Where to start with this game? It's free to play, it's multiplayer, it's Ghost Recon, you know, classic. If you've ever played a Ghost Recon game in the past, like Advanced Warfighter, or maybe you've played a little bit of Future Soldier at gaming events, but Ghost Recon is a well-known franchise. For me, it's not necessarily amazing. I wouldn't be inclined to play it so much, but nonetheless, it is a great franchise to be part of, and this is actually a pretty good game from what I've played so far. So this is all pre-recorded footage. I'm not actually playing it, so maybe I'll be able to get my wording out. So you start off, you load the game up, and you log in. You're greeted with a screen that you select your character and your class and things like that, and then I just pressed quick match, and it's just put me into a match. So great, simple as that. I'm playing the assault class, and at this point, this is the very first time that I played this game, and the controls for me, which I changed in the options menu, just made things a little bit complicated for me. So obviously with a new game you have to get used to it, so I was getting used to it for the first match, but the second match I was doing alright. So it's third person, and as you can tell from the graphics, they're not too shabby for a free-to-play game, and you know, for Ghost Recon it's quite a decent looking game so far, from what you can see. So the map's set in an urban environment. I think it's a Russian map. And so far, from the very start of when I started playing the game, I thought this is quite impressive. It was simple. It wasn't too hard to get into. The controls aren't really that hard to understand as well. The game type, however, I thought, what the hell is the game type? I thought it was Team Deathmatch at the start. I didn't even notice anything on the HUD. So I was just walking around going, shooting people. I didn't really make use of the cover methods at the start of the match. And the controls are a little bit iffy if you haven't set them up properly, like I didn't. So my controls weren't set up properly, and I made a few mistakes. Trying to press reload, trying to stand up, trying to get into prone, jumping. I noticed that you couldn't jump. I don't know. I was just messing about, and the controls were a bit dodgy. But I do get into this game quite quickly, and I get a few kills straight from the off, which is quite good for me. I have noticed a few things that the game could need improving on. So, the fact that you can slide up the stairs, you will see it in this video at some point, but for the cover method, if you're running towards like a brick wall, for example, and you slide, you can go straight into cover. I'll do it soon. But I tried doing it up the stairs, and come on, that's physically impossible. You can't slide upstairs. That's just not right. Downstairs, you know, that would be alright, but I know it's a free-to-play game, I know it's the beta, but still. It's one thing that could do with possible improvements. There's the cover method. I finally figured out how to use it. So at this point I'm just messing about and just getting into it, but I do get a couple of good kills along the way, and this is basically capture the flag, pretty much. It reminds me a bit of, is it Rush? No, Conquest on Battlefield 3. Rush. Reminds me a bit of Conquest on Battlefield 3, you know, taking the points, and imagine the map built up as a line The map's just a line. It's got points all the way across it, and you need to take the points all the way up to, well, on my team I need to take up to A, so I'm trying to take A. We end up not doing it in this match, but we do give it a good effort. So so we're taking the point, and I'm still pumping out kills somehow and assists, and I'm just thinking, wow, am I good on it? Am I good in this game, or maybe it's just beginner's luck? Probably beginner's luck. I haven't played a Tom Clancy game since Advanced Warfighter 2, and that was a while ago. I can't remember how long ago it was. Probably a couple of years. I'm not too sure, but it was a while ago. And around this point, I didn't realise that I didn't have a sidearm. I think I didn't have a sidearm anyway, but I ended up with just my assault rifle and no ammo whatsoever. So I went in for the bash. I went in to melee someone, see if I can smack him over the head. Didn't work out. I died. But what a way to go. First death, and it's got to be a stupid one, isn't it? So yeah, I just figured out the bash button, and I'm about to get up and run across the room and see if I can kill the guy that's about to run out. The hut's quite well laid out. This is the point where I look at the stuff that I have. Body armour, abilities, my guns, secondary, grenades, things like that. It's quite a nice little menu. It takes you out of the game, so if you're still playing about, you will get screwed over. So there you go. Good death. Lovely. So I did go in for the bash, but I didn't know. It was foolish of me, I know. But I ran out of ammo, and I didn't know how to pick it up, so I thought, let's try it. So while you're waiting to respawn, it gives you a view of the map, and all your teammates, and the objectives. It's quite decent. And the chat comes up on the top left. I did type a couple of forward slashes, just because I can. Not really, because that was me trying to figure out the controls, and I kept messing about. I couldn't figure out what was what. So yeah, the HUD's quite well laid out. The health's in the top corner. You've got your ammo on the bottom right. It's a little bit different because, say for Battlefield 3, for example, you would have the health and the ammo in the same place. It's not too bad of a thing, but you know, maybe it's just personal preference to put the health down in next to the ammo. But that's just me. The objective in the top right, that's pretty decent, and the who killed who, that's quite a decent spot to put it as well. So nice icons. They remind me of Counter-Strike. They are from Counter-Strike. That's funny. The mini-map's quite good as well. It shows everything that you need to know. And you'll notice that there's a blue line coming from myself. That is pointing at my teammates, so it points you it shows the direction of your teammates. As you can see there, it's pointing towards those guys. And this game is it is a free-to-play, so you will expect advertising hordes all over the place. But I think Ubisoft's done quite a good job. There's another Assassin's Creed time. I think Ubisoft's done quite a good job so far, and you know, I'm quite impressed with it. But if you were going to play this for a long time, I think people might find it a little bit repetitive. I mean, say for this game type, for example, it's very slow paced, and you're going for the objective, and basically you're just covering behind something and moving forward. Covering, moving forward, covering, moving forward, and you just keep doing the same thing. And really, there's not a lot of change if you were going to keep doing that. Fair enough, the points are in different areas, and say for example here, they got cars in this area, and in the area before it was just like it was a balcony, a bridge, and it, you know, it just changed the environment a little bit, but I couldn't see it being something you would play a lot. I get sniped at this point. Sure I do. There you go. Yeah, there's 3 different classes from what I remember. They got your Assault, your Recon, and I think I don't think it's called a support class. It's called something else, but it's quite. There could be more classes, but that's a different story, really. I mean, the Assault classes are right. It's a bit of a shame that from the off you don't get a sidearm. I mean, it's a bit odd. Maybe that's part of the beta, I don't know, but this is actually the first excuse me, this is actually the first beta that I've been included in, that I've played by myself. Other betas that I've played, Tribes Ascend, Super Monday Night Combat, those have been a couple of games that I've been playing. Those mainly down to Neon because he's introduced me to the games, but this is the first beta that I've played on my own, and it's the first recording that I've done on my own as well for a beta. So, you know, if I get a few things incorrect, why don't you correct me in the comment section below? You know, it'll be helpful. It would be helpful to get the facts straight. You know. So, the first match, I actually don't do that badly. In both matches, I don't do that badly. This is the point where I decide to, because we've been sat in the same position for a bit now, and I noticed the timer is running down. So I decide to run out there and start to sort it out. I do die, but you know, if you're not going to move forward, you're not going to win, are you? But I get a decent kill there. It's pretty good. And then I die. For me, it's a very awkward situation to play a game such as this in third person, because I'm so used to playing shooting games, FPSs. I'm so used to playing FPSs. Just it's different to play it in third person. I know you can play Call of Duty in third person, but it's very strange. It was definitely a change from what I'm used to. But eventually, I did get into it. This is the second match, or it's the second round. So basically, we swap sides. So we swap sides, and on this side, we actually push further up the map, which is pretty decent. And I get myself a fair few kills as well. I don't do that badly. I didn't check out the scoreboard at all during this match. I just wanted to play and see how it went. Your health does not regenerate quickly. It does take some time. So if you do get shot like I just did, your health will regenerate really slowly. And if you took quite a steep jump off of a ledge, for example, you will hurt yourself quite badly. And when I did that, I fell off this ledge and I heard an almighty thump, and it scared the crap out of me, if I'm honest. The sound on this game is unreal. It's like, I have a headset which vibrates with the bass, and while I was playing this, there was an awful lot of bass coming from the game, and my headset was just rumbling away. No, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Definitely test my headset out, but maybe I should have turned my volume down a bit. Maybe that would have been a good idea. But the game's very loud from the off, so if you do ever play the game, then make sure that you turn your volume down. So there's a sniper there. I know he's there. He knows I'm there, and this is stupid of me for popping my head out. I should have waited. I should have waited, but he very rightly owns me there.